Well, I cut out a 1/4 inch thick plywood. You can see it right here. And that's going to go behind the drywall, and there's going to be a frame around this plywood. And so you can see it's enough that I can open up the door. And then the piece that was cut out, I can basically make a frame around it with some trim on a hinge going into this stuff here, which will be nailed to other boards behind it. Like, you'll have a frame all around this heavy planking. But then the piece that goes on the inside here, I can put the mirror to it with a trim around it and have that open up, and then you open up this door. That's how I'll do it. So should work out. It's time consuming, but it's working. Well, I got the made a frame. You can see it right here. It's a heavy wood frame, and had to make little special cutouts around it to get it in there, but it's in there nice and tight. And of course, it's sitting on plenty of heavy wood. It's all screwed in there with construction screws, and the frame goes around the other side and across the top. So now all I have to do is just sit in here pretty tight, actually. So what I have to do now is I'll have to screw the frame to the side of the beams that's on the house, and then I'll cut out the door on the inside, and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got this boxed in, and there's some screws in it. So now this cutout is where the door is going to go, and there's some plywood here you can see, and you know, I can screw the hinge into the plywood right there, and it should be pretty solid. And then also bolt the hinge for like the mirror is going to be on, in other words, to this plywood. And then I can bolt the whole cabinet into this frame, which is some pretty heavy wood that's screwed into the framing of the house too. So that should be pretty solid. Okay, so I cut out the hole, and I'm going to get some trim for this. But first, I'm gluing this with Gorilla Glue. So the drywall is actually glued to the plywood that's behind it, but there's going to be a trim piece that's going to wrap around, grip the whole thing anyway. So I'll be getting that next. But then, you know, the thing goes, this goes behind there, and the mirror will go right in front of it. I mean, the cabinet goes behind that. Door is cut out so you can open it up, and then the mirror will go in front of this. Well, basically this is almost done. I'm going to get the trim piece to go wrap around here, and actually, like you saw, I glued the drywall to the I think it's 3/8 plywood, actual plywood. It's not particle board. And this is just placed in here, but it's in there pretty solid. Actually, it's in there tight, so it opens up, and you know, you got room in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this door swing out this way instead of open this way, because it'll hit the door handle here. So it'll swing out this way. And if you look on the inside, it didn't take up too much room. Now what I could do too is I could take some, like you know, that shower stuff, the whiteboard that's for the showers, and just glue it on the inside of this. And you would never know that this was a cabinet in here. You would just think you wouldn't realize what it is. It would just be white. So I'll probably do that. And the other thing is this mirror. What I'm going to do is, I got two boards here, and there's plywood, right? So what I'm going to do is put the boards on the back of the plywood, just cut this down a little bit, and just put a piece of trim on the top. I got to get some white paint and some hinges and some screws and stuff with little washers, like actually little bolts, and then I could screw this thing on the outside, the mirror, and then I'll just open it up. And I got to find, I like to get some kind of trim to go around here too, but not 100%. Maybe, I don't know, it could be a type of rubber tape or something, just to go around there and glue it on there. But that's about it. So, you know, works good. and it's going to be bolted in up here on the top, because there's like it's 1.5 by 5 inches heavy boards on the bottom and the top. It'll be all bolted in there all around the side. So, you know, the thing is, it'll be pretty much out of, nobody will really see it. So this should work out. But that's final update I'm going to do on this. I should be able to finish it up. I got to get some hinges right now. This is a pain in the neck because the wood was touching up here. I had to grind it and grind it and grind it, like inside where the frame was. But it's in there now, so it's in there solid. So, and you can see I got the little label showing up here too, stack on, which I don't know, I wanted to have it show, so it's the way I did it. So looks good.